What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, and for today's video I am presenting to you where to buy the Air Jordan 3 Court Purple. Now, before we get into things, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Now, for this video I have locations that will ship to the United States and places in North America. As you guys know, this pair is not releasing in North America. Not sure why that is. However, I also have direct links for places that will only ship outside of North America. So I have it for both, and I did both because I know that a lot of people that watch these videos, they don't just live in North America, they're all across the world. So just having one big list would help a lot of people. Not only that, I'm going to continue to update the list, which is in the description below. And whenever I add new stores, I'm going to have a comment pinned to the top. I'll make sure to edit that. And in that comment, I'll have just the name of the store, so you can just go up in the description, click it, fill out the raffle, and you'll be good. Also, for the sites that don't ship to North America, what you can do, and I've never tried this, but I've heard of people doing it, you can actually get a forwarding address. Now, there is some stores that will say they won't ship to a forwarding address. I'm not sure how they know that it's a forwarding address, but they do. And basically what that is you're buying an address in Europe, and you can just input that address into the raffle. From there, they'll ship it to that address, and automatically, I believe, they'll ship it to you in the United States. Again, try this at your own risk. I haven't tried it, so I can't verify it. I've heard of other people doing it. And for those that don't know, this pair releases on November 21st, and the retail price will be $190. Now, I believe places in Japan, they released this pair on the 14th. I know Bait and Atmos did, but now let's get into it. I forgot to mention at the beginning that every store here is 100% authentic. I know for the most part you guys know, but there will be a few people asking that, and there's no problem asking. If you don't know, you should ask. But the first store is In Clothing. At the time of shooting this, you have 2 days, 22 hours, 24 minutes, and 26 seconds. Specifically, the draw closes on November 21st at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This one's pretty easy. You need to have an account, select your size, your shipping address, and then you need to choose a payment method. So from there, it's either PayPal or your credit card. And if you win, you are automatically billed. Next up is Hand-In, and it's set up pretty much like End. You'll need to have an account. From there, you'll put in all your info, shipping address, stuff like that. And the final step is you need to put in your credit card. Now, I didn't see an option for PayPal, and just like End, if you do win the raffle, you are automatically billed. Now for Hand-In, their raffle will end on Friday, November 20th at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. BSTN is next on the list, and they actually aren't doing a raffle. It's going to be first come, first served. I looked at their Instagram, they made no mention of a raffle. Simply, they just put what time they'll be releasing. And I saw a few sites that do these early link stuff, and they said that BSTN doesn't ship to the United States, at least not for their Nike or Jordan brand stuff. However, I did a lot of searching on their site, and I didn't see anywhere where they excluded it. But since they aren't doing a raffle, I'm almost positive that bots are going to eat this site up. Also, they will release on November 21st at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you do hit, expect to pay around $35 for shipping. Size also has a raffle, and they're doing it a little bit different from the other retailers, at least the ones that I've spoke of so far. Now, what you need to do is download the Size app. From there, you'll need to create an account, fill out all your information, and you're good to go. Well Gosh is the next store, and I saw some people saying they don't ship to the United States, but then I saw some people that said they do, looking through Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. But what I did was I basically followed all the steps. You'll need to pick your size. If you don't have an account, then you'll need to sign up for one. And from there, I followed every step. I actually put in my credit card information just to see, and I completed it. So for me, it was 100% good. I tried this method with a few other sites, and they rejected it because of me living in the United States. So it definitely passed for Well Gosh. It was actually the only store that passed. And at the time of shooting this video, the draw ends in 2 days, 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 30 seconds. SVD is kind of like size. You'll also need to download the app. Now, I did find some trouble finding the app, so tried to put SVD sneaker, and I can't pronounce their full name, so that's why you're hearing me call them SVD, but that's also the name they go by. If you want to just copy the URL into your app. Now, I doubt anybody from SVD is listening, but when you go to their splash page and you click go to app, it takes you to another page. What they probably should do is have a direct link where you can click that and it'll take you to the app either on the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. They don't do that, so you have to manually put it in. Now, once again, you'll have to sign up for an account, put in all your information, and you're good to go. Last up is OneBlockDown. Now, it appears that they're going to do a first come, first serve release. Now, that isn't confirmed. I looked through their Instagram and I saw that on previous releases, they did a raffle on them. But here they have no option as of yet, or at least at the time of shooting, to enter a raffle. And there's really no mention of it anywhere. Now, what you want to do if you plan on buying, again, it's going to be very hard with the bots if it is a first come, first serve release. Up top, you're going to switch your country to the US and you'll switch the dollar to USD. I did go through the list, I checked other countries, and it's still the same thing. So this is really looking like a first come, first serve for this site. And according to the site, this pair will release in 2 days, 21 hours, 54 minutes, and 27 seconds. I went ahead and used a time calculator, and according to this time calculator, they will release on Friday, November 20th at 11:59 p.m. So more than likely then, or even 12 a.m. My suggestion is if you plan on grabbing them from this site, be on there about 30 minutes early, already have an account set up, and have all your info put in. There's 2 additional sites that I couldn't find any information on if they ship to North America. The first one is Kickscom, and that is with a Z. Now with their site, it appears that they are doing a first come, first serve release. I don't see anywhere listed about a raffle, and it does have the release date, a countdown, and it looks like it's going to be the same time as OneBlockDown, which will be 11:59 p.m. on November 20th, so either that or 12 a.m., which would be November 21st. Next up is Opium, and once again, it looks like it's going to be a first come, first serve release. And for their release, they are stating that it'll release in 3 days, 6 hours, 46 minutes, and 18 seconds. So converting that, it will be November 21st at 2:59 a.m. in the morning. Again, it could be 3 a.m. in the morning. It could be off by a minute. So once again, it's best to be early. Now, to quickly run down the stores that won't ship to North America, and of course, this is for the people that live outside of North America that watch these videos, and if you do have a forwarding address, I believe that most of these will work. However, you might want to check their shipping policy, and again, use that at your own risk. Now, first, I'm going to read the raffles. First is a few. The next one is 43. I can never pronounce the second part of the name, but there is a link in the description. Once again, I apologize. Next up, we have Stress 95. Then we have Double Clutch, followed by Sneakers and Stuff. With them, you're going to need to download the app. I believe they'll only ship to Japan and Europe. I had their app on my phone, so I went to check to see if it was even listed, and unfortunately, it's not. So it's definitely a regional thing. And then we have Footshop. Now, we have a few sites that appear to be on a first come, first serve release. First one is Titolo. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So what they're going to do is they're going to list any remaining stock on the website. We also have Shinzu Paris, and they will release them on Saturday, November 21st at 8:59 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, that could be 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It could be off by a minute. So just make sure to get there early. Lastly, a site that, honestly, nothing against them, is not one of the best, at least as far as manageable. And the site is called SOTF. So I'm at their landing page, which I have, once again, a link in the description, and it shows their upcoming releases. They don't just have the Court Purple 3, but they also have an upcoming Pharrell NMD HU and a pair of the Blazer Lows. But whenever I try to click on the image, it won't let me click it. So it doesn't appear that they're doing a raffle. Even when I click on their Instagram, it just says Jordan 3 Retro Black Court Purple, November 21st at SOTF.com. So for this store, I'm going to continue to monitor it, and I'll update in the description if it's a first come, first serve. And if there's a direct landing page for the shoes, then I'll update it also, the link that is. But again, I'm just trying to include every store, try to give the most options available, and I didn't want to skip over them, even though it's a little weird what they got going on here. Alright, so that is going to do it for this video, and I hope that it was helpful. Like I mentioned early on, I'll make sure to update the description with additional stores, whether it be first come, first serve, or a raffle. Also, I'm going to pin a comment to the top, and I'm going to update with the date and the new stores added, so it'll be easier for you to actually go through them. Now, going forward, I do know that people want to see a where to buy on the Air Jordan 4 Sashiko, and honestly, these videos are fun. I don't know if I should do them for every release, just the ones that are hard to grab. For those that don't know, the Air Jordan 4 Sashiko is releasing outside of North America, just like this pair. But let's just say, for example, I do a where to buy the Air Jordan 1 High OG in black and gold. Now, that's not necessarily a GR. I mean, they did make a lot of pairs, and yes, it will be hard to obtain still. But I feel like for the most part, you guys already know where to go and buy them, the raffles and stuff like that. However, if you want to see me start incorporating those type of videos, where it's just popular shoes, whether it be a GR or limited, let me know in the comment section below. Also, I know I've hinted on this for a long time, but I've talked about a new project, and it was actually going to be a new website, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have it as a new website or just factor it into SneakerFiles.com. So basically, it's going to be a where to buy every shoe pretty much releasing. I know it's definitely not the first website to do it, but the thing is with me is I try to do everything the best, or at least the best of my ability. So from there, if I'm already going to be creating pages and getting links, then I could easily incorporate a video, or at the very minimum on upcoming news videos, I could just give you guys a heads up, drop a link in the description, say, hey, if you are interested in buying this, all the links are now live. Either way, let me know. I'm kind of up in the air if I want to include it on SneakerFiles.com or a new site. I already have the name for the site. I don't want to give it out yet because I'm not entirely done with it. And honestly, it looks very ugly right now. But I definitely will keep you guys in the loop on that. So before I get out of here, if you do have any questions, please leave it in the comments section below. Also, if you haven't done so already, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.